The clock is ticking, and the truth is stark. No one is coming to save you. Not a hero, not a mentor, not a stroke of luck. The life you dream of, the greatness you crave, lies on the other side of your own relentless action. The world will tempt you to wait for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, the absence of fear, but waiting is the thief of destiny, chaining you to a life half-lived. You are the architect of your salvation, the warrior who must forge your own path. Napoleon Hill, the relentless cartographer of human triumph, studied those who stopped waiting: Edison, Carnegie, Ford, Lincoln, men who seized their futures with unyielding resolve, building empires from the raw material of their own will. You stand at the edge of your own becoming, the power to act pulsing in your hands. Will you linger, hoping for rescue, or will you rise, claiming the life you were born to live? Stop waiting, no one's coming to save you, and the time to act is now. Your mind is a forge, a molten crucible where every thought is shaped into freedom or captivity. Hill taught that the mind is the starting point of all achievement, but it is also the breeding ground of all stagnation. Most people wait, their minds cluttered with doubts, excuses, and the illusion that someone else will light their path. Your thoughts are not neutral, they are architects, building either bridges to greatness or walls of inertia. Picture a wilderness, vast and untamed, stretching before you. Your mind is the trailblazer, carving a path through the chaos. Discipline it with purpose, fuel it with belief, and it will blaze a trail to your destiny. But let it be paralyzed by hesitation, by the hope of rescue, and it will wander lost, ensnared in regret. To stop waiting, you must master your mind, choosing thoughts that propel you to act, not those that keep you still. Act as if your mind is already a disciplined forge, crafting the courage to save yourself with every relentless choice. Belief is the spark that ignites the forge. It is not a timid hope or a fleeting wish, it is a fire, a defiant conviction that you are enough to claim your destiny. Hill called it faith, not in some distant savior, but in the infinite potential within you. Most people wait, believing they are unworthy, that greatness requires external validation. Doubt is a cunning captor, whispering lies: you're not ready. You need help. It's too late. But look at those who stopped waiting. Abraham Lincoln, mocked as a backwoods lawyer, believed he could lead a nation through its darkest hour. Walt Disney, bankrupt and broken, believed in a mouse that would charm the world. They were not saved by others, they saved themselves with belief, acting as if their dreams were already real. Belief is not about ignoring your limits, it is about seeing the truth beyond them. It is standing in a wilderness and envisioning a kingdom, staring at an empty canvas and seeing a masterpiece. Act as if you are already the warrior whose belief is a blazing fire, forcing you to act without waiting for rescue. Clarity is the compass that guides your belief into action. Without it, you are a wanderer, lost in a fog of indecision, waiting for someone to point the way. Most people linger, chasing vague desires or the expectations of others, never defining their own path. Hill taught that desire is the spark of all achievement, but desire without direction is a wildfire, beautiful, but destructive. Picture your life as a vast, uncharted sea. Which star will you sail toward? Not the one society demands, not the one fear permits, but the one that sets your soul ablaze. Clarity is not a gift, it is a conquest, won by interrogating your heart. What do you want? Not what the world expects, but the life that makes your pulse race: freedom, impact, legacy. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Let the answers cut through the fog like a beacon. Clarity is not a single epiphany, it is a fire, built question by question, choice by choice, until your destination burns as bright as the dawn. Act as if you are already the warrior who knows their course, and let clarity drive your actions without waiting for a savior. Vision is clarity's air, the map that charts your path to greatness. It is not enough to know what you want, you must see it, feel it, live it in your bones. Most people wait, their visions dimmed by fear or the belief that someone else will bring their dreams to life. Vision is the warrior's battle plan, the artist's sketch, the composer's melody before the first note. Andrew Carnegie did not just want wealth, he saw steel bridges spanning rivers, factories humming with life, a nation transformed. His vision was so vivid it pulled him through betrayal and hardship, compelling him to act without waiting. Your vision must be just as real. Close your eyes. See the life you're destined to claim, not the one you're trapped in, but the one that makes your heart thunder. See the empire you'll build, the lives you'll touch, the legacy you'll leave. Write it down. Speak it into existence. Let it become a flame that no doubt can extinguish. Act as if you are already the warrior whose vision is a guiding star, forcing you to act without waiting for rescue. Purpose is the fuel that feeds your vision. It is the why that makes the how possible. Most people wait, lacking a reason to act, hoping someone else will give them direction. Purpose is not a lofty ideal, it is a force, a North Star guiding you through the darkness. Viktor Frankl, who survived Auschwitz, said that those who found meaning could endure anything. Your purpose need not be grand, it need only be yours. It might be to secure your family's future, to create something that lasts, to prove to yourself what's possible. Hill studied Henry Ford, who did not just build cars, he built a legacy of progress, a world where movement was freedom. Ford's purpose was not profit, it was possibility, and it drove him to act without waiting for others. Find your why. Let it be the heartbeat of your journey, the fire that burns brighter than fear. Act as if you are already the warrior driven by a purpose so fierce it compels you to act, no matter who comes or doesn't. Discipline is the hammer that carves your purpose into reality. It is the daily choice to act over weight, to choose effort over ease, to forge rather than hope. Most people linger, waiting for a savior to bring them motivation or opportunity, never building the habits that define them. Discipline is saying no to the lure of inaction, showing up when you're tired, when you're uncertain, when the world offers every excuse to stay still. Hill marveled at Thomas Edison, who worked through 10,000 failures to invent the light bulb. Edison didn't wait for inspiration, he disciplined his actions, strike after strike. You are not your feelings. You are not your fatigue. You are your choices. Discipline is choosing to act when every fiber craves comfort, acting as if you are already the warrior who commands their destiny. It is the daily deposit in the bank of your future self, the relentless vow that you will not betray your dreams. Act as if you are already the warrior whose hammer is unyielding, forging your path without waiting for rescue. Action is discipline's air, the tangible strike that shapes your destiny. Most people wait, paralyzed by the gap between their dreams and reality, hoping for a savior to bridge it. Action is not perfection, it is motion. The world rewards the bold, not the flawless. Hill's philosophy was about creating the moment, not waiting for it. Edison did not wait for the light bulb to invent itself, he acted, failed, adjusted, acted again. Each failure was a strike, each strike a step toward greatness. What is your next strike? Not the grand conquest, but the one action you can take today to claim your future. Take it. Then take another. Momentum is a force of nature, and it begins with a single push. Action is the bridge between your mind and the world, the moment your purpose takes form. Act as if you are already the warrior who acts without waiting, and let each step forge a path no one else can give you. Gratitude is the quiet power that keeps your fire burning. It is not a shallow platitude, it is a lens, a way of seeing that transforms waiting into action. Hill believed that gratitude aligned the mind with abundance, tuning it to opportunity rather than lack. Most people focus on what they lack, letting resentment keep them still, waiting for someone to deliver their dreams. Look around you. The breath in your lungs, the chance to act again, the lessons carved into your struggles, they are treasures. Andrew Carnegie, at the height of his wealth, said his greatest riches were his ability to appreciate what he had. Gratitude does not erase the challenge, it gives you the strength to act through it. It reminds you that you are not a victim waiting for rescue, you are a warrior forging your own path. In the moments when the path feels steep, pause. Breathe. Find one thing, no matter how small, that anchors you to hope. Let it ground you, and then act. Act as if you are already the warrior who finds gratitude in the journey, and let it fuel your fire to stop waiting. Gratitude ignites your resolve, its quiet warmth fueling the fire that drives you to act. The sea of your life stretches before you, its waves crashing with doubt, fear, and the temptation to wait for rescue. But you are not here to drift, you are here to sail, to forge your own path through the storm. Each action you take, each choice to move forward, is a strike against the chains of inaction. The world will not deliver your dreams, it will test your will to claim them. No one is coming to save you, but you don't need saving, you are the warrior, the navigator, the architect of your destiny. Every step you take without waiting is a declaration, you are enough. Napoleon Hill's philosophy, forged in the triumphs of those who acted, is your compass. Stop waiting, act now, and become the force that shapes your future. The storm rages, but your fire is fiercer. Seize your destiny, and let your actions carve a path no one else can give you. Adaptability is the wind that fills your sails, guiding you through life's shifting currents. The path to greatness is not a straight course, it is a turbulent sea, twisting with challenges, setbacks, and unforeseen obstacles. Most people wait, clinging to rigid plans or the hope of calmer waters, believing their dreams require perfect conditions. But those who stop waiting adapt, adjusting their course to the sea's rhythm, using change to propel their journey. Hill's contemporaries, like John D. Rockefeller, built empires not because they avoided disruption, but because they thrived in it. When markets shifted, when rivals rose, they pivoted, acted, endured. Darwin did not say the strongest survive, he said the most adaptable do. Your purpose will test you, plans will falter, circumstances will shift. That is not failure, it is the sea teaching you its secrets. Learn from it. Adjust your sails. Keep moving. The warrior who acts without waiting is not rigid, they are fluid, like a ship dancing with the waves. Adaptability is not surrender, it is mastery, the relentless resolve to act no matter the storm. Act as if you are already the navigator who bends without breaking, and the sea will yield to your fire. Resilience is adaptability's twin, the unyielding refusal to let the sea storms sink your ship. The journey to claiming your destiny is strewn with trials, failures, rejections, moments when doubt threatens to drown you. Most people wait, believing these storms prove they need saving, letting setbacks anchor them to inaction. But resilience is the choice to sail on, to act as if you are already the warrior who overcomes. Hill taught that every adversity carries the seed of an equivalent benefit, a hidden spark waiting to be kindled. Abraham Lincoln faced relentless loss, elections, loved ones, a nation at war, yet he acted, again and again, because his purpose was his anchor. Your scars are not weights, they are proof of your strength. Look at the storms you faced, the doubts you've pushed through, the moments you thought you couldn't sail on. They are not your defeat, they are your forge. Find the seed in your setbacks. Nurture it. Let it fuel you. The world respects those who act, not those who never falter. Act as if you are already the warrior whose resilience is a blazing fire, driving you to act through every tempest. Learning is the compass that sharpens your course. The warrior who stops waiting is not static, they are a student, ever growing, ever refining their navigation. Doubt feeds on ignorance, whispering that you don't know enough, that you need someone to chart the way. Most people wait, fearing the effort of growth or believing they've learned all they need. Hill spent decades studying the successful Edison, Carnegie, Ford, not to idolize them, but to dissect their methods. He was a student until the end, and so must you be. Learning is not a chore, it is a rebellion against inaction, a refusal to let ignorance keep you anchored. Read. Listen. Question. Seek mentors, not to follow blindly, but to stand on their shoulders. Thomas Edison's genius was not a gift, it was honed, experiment by experiment, book by book. Every experience is a lesson, failures teach more than successes, critics sharpen more than compliments. Embrace them. Let them refine you. Act as if you are already the navigator who craves growth, who sees every lesson as a spark to fuel their fire. The universe opens its secrets to those who learn with relentless action. Courage is the wind that drives your ship forward. It is not the absence of fear, but the choice to act in spite of it. Fear is a cunning foe, whispering that the sea is too vast, the risks too great, the outcome too uncertain. Most people wait, paralyzed by this voice, hoping for a savior to calm the storm. But courage is the fire that burns through fear, the decision to act as if you are already the warrior who conquers. Hill studied men like Henry Ford, who faced ridicule for his horseless carriage, yet acted, undeterred by the world's laughter. Courage is not a feeling, it is a choice, a vow to sail even when your heart trembles. J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers, could have let fear anchor her manuscript. Instead, she acted as if she were already the author who would change the world, and that courage birthed Harry Potter, a phenomenon that enchanted millions. Your courage is your power. Act, and fear will bow. Sail, and the path will appear. Act as if you are already the warrior whose fire cannot be quenched, and let your courage propel you through every storm. Autosuggestion is the silent rudder that steers your courage. Hill taught that the subconscious mind is a fertile garden, and every thought you plant takes root. Fear thrives on negative seeds, letting doubt and hesitation grow into anchors that hold you still. Most people wait, their minds overrun by these weeds, never choosing to act. Autosuggestion is not wishful thinking, it is a deliberate act of planting the seeds of action. Oprah Winfrey, born into poverty and pain, could have believed she was nothing. Instead, she spoke a different truth. She stood before mirrors, before empty rooms, and declared her worth. I am destined for greatness, she told herself, and her mind listened. That belief fueled her actions, propelling her from a small-town newsroom to a global empire. You are the gardener of your soul. Speak to yourself with conviction. Write your vision in bold letters. Say, I am enough. I act. I forge my own path. Let those words sink into your core. They are not empty, they are the wind in your sails. Act as if you are already the navigator whose mind is a blazing crucible, forcing you to act without waiting for rescue. Mastermind alliances are the crew that strengthens your ship. Hill believed that no one forges their destiny alone. Your decision to act is a flame, but it burns brighter when surrounded by others who share your fire. Most people wait, surrounded by naysayers who amplify their doubts, fearing the effort of seeking better allies. A mastermind is not a casual gathering, it is a crew of dreamers, a circle of warriors who challenge you, sharpen you, lift you higher. Andrew Carnegie surrounded himself with advisors who were smarter than he was. He did not fear their brilliance, he harnessed it, acting to build an empire that transformed a nation. Look at your circle. Are they anchors or sails? Do they fuel your doubts or ignite your actions? Seek those who see your potential, who hold you accountable, who refuse to let you wait. Steve Jobs did not build Apple alone, he had Wozniak, designers, visionaries who shared his dream. Your mastermind might be mentors, peers, even the wisdom of books. Act as if you are already the navigator who forges alliances that fuel their fire, and let them carry you to shores you cannot reach alone. Sacrifice is the price of your fire's endurance. Forging your destiny without waiting demands a trade, a willing exchange of comfort for conquest. Most people wait, unwilling to let go of the familiar, believing they can claim greatness without cost. Hill studied men like Thomas Edison, who sacrificed sleep, security, and approval to chase his vision. Sacrifice is not loss, it is investment. Serena Williams sacrificed parties, rest, the carefree life of youth to train, to compete, to win. She acted as if she were already a legend, and it made her one. What are you willing to give up? The late night scrolling? The habits that keep you waiting? The fear of failure? Sacrifice is not punishment, it is power. Every no to the trivial is a yes to your destiny. Act as if you are already the warrior who pays the price without hesitation, and the universe will reward your resolve with a fire that burns eternal. Time is the sea that carries your fire forward. Most people wait, wasting hours in distractions, procrastination, or the demands of others, hoping a savior will deliver their dreams. Hill warned that drifting, living without purpose, is the greatest tragedy of all. The clock is ticking, not to scare you, but to awaken you. Marie Curie, toiling in a freezing shed, discovered radium because she treated time like gold. She acted as if every moment mattered, and it changed the world. Audit your days. Where does your time go? Does it fuel your actions, or does it feed your waiting? Cut what does not matter. Protect your hours like a fortress. Time is not your enemy, it is your sea, and every moment is a chance to sail. Act as if each second is a wave toward your destiny, and let your relentless fire burn through the fog of delay. Persistence is the relentless rhythm of your voyage. The journey to forging your destiny without waiting is not a single sail, it is a marathon, demanding you keep moving through setbacks, doubts, and exhaustion. Most people wait, believing the struggle proves they need saving, letting their ship stall. Hill called persistence the sustained effort that builds faith, the refusal to let obstacles halt your course. Elon Musk watched his first rockets explode, his companies teeter on the edge of collapse. Yet he persisted, acting as if he were already the visionary who would change the world. Persistence is not about never wavering, it is about sailing again every time you do. The world will block your path, mock your ambition, tempt you to wait. But persistence is the voice that says, not today. It is the courage to take one more step, to act one more day, to force yourself forward as if the next action will reach your shore. Keep sailing, your resolve a thunder that shakes the sea, one relentless day at a time. Keep sailing, your resolve a thunder that shakes the sea, one relentless day at a time. The shores of your destiny gleam on the horizon, their promise of greatness calling you through the storm. The world will not calm the waves or chart your course, it will test your will to act, to forge your own salvation. Fear and doubt may crash against your ship, whispering that you should wait, that someone else will light the way. But you are not here to drift in the fog of hesitation, you are here to blaze a trail, to claim a life that burns with purpose and power. Each action you take, each choice to sail forward, is a strike against the chains of inaction. No one is coming to save you, but you don't need saving, you are the warrior, the navigator, the creator of your future. Napoleon Hill's philosophy, forged in the triumphs of those who stopped waiting, is your guiding star. Act now, and become the force that shapes your destiny. The storm rages, but your fire is fiercer. Stop waiting, and let your actions carve a path to eternity. Faith is the invisible tide that lifts your ship above the waves. It is not a fleeting hope, but a blazing conviction that your destiny is not just possible, it is yours to claim. The world will try to swamp this belief, whispering that your struggles are too heavy, your dreams too distant, your past too broken. Most people wait, letting doubt anchor them, hoping for a savior to calm the storm. Hill described faith as a state of mind, a belief so fierce it aligns the universe to your will. Nelson Mandela, locked in a cell for 27 years, did not wait for freedom to find him, he acted as if he were already the leader who would forge a new nation. That faith sustained him through darkness, isolation, and despair, driving his every action. Your faith must be just as unyielding. It is not about ignoring the waves, it is about knowing your fire is stronger. Faith is the whisper that says, you are enough. It is the courage to sail as if your greatness is inevitable, even when fear crashes around you. Write your destiny on your heart. Carry it like a lighthouse. Let it blaze through the fog. Act as if you are already the warrior whose faith burns so brightly it lights the way to your future. Imagination is the sail that catches the wind of faith. Hill taught that the imagination is the shipyard where all plans are crafted, where your destiny takes shape before it touches the shore. Most people wait, their imaginations dulled by fear, believing their reality is fixed, their dreams too distant to act upon. There are two kinds of imagination, synthetic, which reshapes existing ideas, and creative, which taps into the infinite intelligence of the universe. Walt Disney was a master of both. Bankrupt, mocked, told his dreams were childish, he acted as if he were already the visionary who would bring joy to millions. He saw castles, characters, entire kingdoms before a single brick was laid. Disneyland was not built with money, it was built with imagination, fueled by relentless action. Your mind is the same shipyard. Close your eyes. See the life you're destined to claim, not the one you're waiting for, but the one that sets your soul ablaze. See the empire you'll build, the lives you'll touch, the legacy you'll leave. Let that vision fill your sails. The world cannot resist a mind that dares to dream without limits. Act as if you are already the navigator whose imagination charts a course that no storm can sink. Influence is the wake that spreads your fire across the sea. Your decision to stop waiting is not just for you, it is a beacon, capable of guiding others to their own shores of greatness. Most people focus only on their own voyage, never realizing their power to inspire, fearing the weight of impact. Hill's mastermind principle was clear: influence is not a byproduct of success, it is its engine, a force that multiplies through connection. Rosa Parks, a seamstress in Montgomery, stopped waiting for change to come. She acted as if she were already the catalyst for justice, refusing to give up her seat and sparking the civil rights movement. Her single action inspired millions to sail their own paths. Your influence is your power to shift the tides. It is the encouragement that lifts a friend, the bold choice that inspires a community, the example that shows others they too can stop waiting. You are not here to hoard your fire, you are here to share it. Who will you guide? What will you spark? Act as if you are already the beacon whose actions light the way for others, and let your wake ripple through the world. Commitment is the anchor that steadies your ship in the storm. It is the unwavering vow to act, to sail forward, no matter the cost, no matter the waves. The world tempts you to drift, to wait for calmer seas, to let doubt stall your journey. Most people falter, their actions fading under the weight of hesitation. Hill studied titans like Andrew Carnegie, who faced betrayal, skepticism, and chaos, yet acted as if he were already the architect of a nation's progress. Commitment is not a feeling, it is a promise, a pledge you make to yourself when the storm grows fierce. Maya Angelou, rising from trauma, acted as if she were already the voice that would lift millions. Her commitment turned pain into a legacy that reshaped the world. Your commitment is your anchor. It is the voice that says, "I will not wait." It is the fire that burns when all else fades. Make your vow. Write it in stone. Let it guide you through the tempests. Act as if you are already the navigator whose resolve is unbreakable, and let your commitment steer your course to greatness. Joy is the warmth of your fire's endurance. The journey to acting without waiting is not a grim toll, it is a dance, a celebration of the warrior you're becoming. Most people see struggle as punishment, letting it drain the light from their voyage, waiting for someone to bring them happiness. Hill believed that a positive mental attitude was the key to unlocking opportunity. Joy is not the absence of hardship, it is the choice to find meaning in the fight. Walt Disney, battered by bankruptcy and betrayal, never lost his childlike wonder. He acted as if he were already the creator of worlds, and that joy built an empire. Your voyage will be turbulent. There will be nights when doubt crashes like a tidal wave, days when the storm seems unending. But in those moments, seek joy. Find it in the small victories, the action you took, the doubt you defied, the purpose you held fast. Joy is the warmth that keeps your fire burning. It is the reminder that you are not just surviving, you are thriving, forging a life that sings with courage. Act as if you are already the warrior who finds joy in the struggle, and let it illuminate your sea. Connection is the crew that strengthens your fire. Your decision to act without waiting is not a solitary sail, it is a rallying cry, amplified by those who sail beside you. Most people falter, isolating themselves, believing they must act alone to prove their worth, fearing the vulnerability of connection. Hill's philosophy was rooted in the power of connection, the idea that we rise together or fall apart. Martin Luther King Jr. did not sail alone. He acted as if he were already the leader of a movement, standing with thousands, marching with millions, speaking for those whose voices were silenced. His fire was fueled by connection, by the hands he held, the hearts he moved. Seek your crew. Find those who see your fire and fan it, who challenge you to sail bolder, who remind you of your purpose when doubt looms large. Connection is not weakness, it is strength. It is the courage to be vulnerable, to share your fears, to ask for support. You are not diminished by others, you are magnified. Act as if you are already the navigator who forges bonds, not barriers, and watch your fire spread across the ocean. Humility is the quiet compass that keeps your fire true. It is not self-doubt, but the recognition that your voyage is part of a larger sea. Most people let pride stall their actions, refusing to learn from others, believing they must sail alone to shine. Hill taught that the most successful were those who listened to mentors, critics, even adversaries. Humility kept Carnegie grounded as he built his empire, kept Edison curious as he chased the impossible. It is the willingness to say, "I don't know, but I will learn." The world is a chorus of voices, some will cheer, some will condemn. Humility lets you hear them all without losing your course. It reminds you that your fire is not above others, but beside them. Stay humble, not to dim your flame, but to let it burn brighter. Act as if you are already the warrior who serves, who lifts others as they sail, and your actions will grow without bounds. Infinite intelligence is the unseen current that fuels your relentless fire. Hill believed that the mind is a receiver, capable of tapping into a universal reservoir of wisdom and inspiration. Most people wait, too caught in doubt's noise to listen, hoping someone else will guide them. This is not mysticism, it is the spark of creation that pulses through every inventor, every dreamer. Marie Curie did not discover radium by chance. She acted as if she were already the scientist who would change the world, tuning her mind to the frequency of possibility. You have the same access. In the quiet moments, when you silence doubt's clamor, you can feel it, a whisper, a vision, a truth that burns brighter than fear. Trust it. Nurture it. Let it guide your actions. Infinite intelligence is the current that carries your fire, the compass in your hand. Act as if you are already the warrior who receives these gifts, and the universe will guide your ship to shores of greatness. Legacy is the fire you leave burning on the sea. Your actions, sparked by the relentless choice to stop waiting, are not just for today, they are a beacon for tomorrow, a blaze that outlives you. Most people wait, chasing fleeting sparks, measuring their worth in temporary triumphs. Hill believed that true greatness is achieved in service to something larger. Malala Yousafzai did not wait for permission to act, she acted as if she were already a global voice, leaving a legacy of education and empowerment. Your legacy is the warmth you leave behind. It is the lives you touch, the doubts you help others conquer, the dreams that sail because you dared to act. Ask yourself, what fire will you leave? Not for your ego, but for the world. Your actions are not complete until they set others ablaze. Now, stand at the helm of your ship. Look back at the seas you've crossed, the doubts you've burned, the fears you've conquered, the actions you've taken, each one a testament to your resolve. They are not accidents. They are the forge that shaped you. You are not the person who waited for rescue. You are a warrior, a creator, a flame. The world is not the same because you stopped waiting. But this is not the end, it is the beginning. Your fire is not yours to hoard, it is a gift to the world, a legacy to ignite generations. The storm was fierce, but your courage is fiercer. Doubt was loud, but your actions are louder. Close your eyes. See the life you were born to live, not the one you once waited for, but the one you forged. See the empire you'll build, the lives you'll touch, the legacy you'll leave. Feel the heat of your fire, the weight of your purpose, the pulse of your destiny. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not when someone saves you, but now. The clock is ticking, not to limit you, but to remind you, you have everything you need. Your mind is the forge, your belief the flame, your actions the hammer. What will you create? Step forward. Stop waiting, no one's coming to save you. Claim your greatness with every breath, every choice, every sail. The world is not waiting for you to feel ready, it is waiting for you to act ready. You are not here to drift, to doubt, to wait. You are here to rise, to create, to blaze. Go now. Set the universe alight with your fire. Your time is now.